kind of you. Thank you for your warm welcome. It's nice to see a lot of the butterfly shirts. I appreciate you did better than me. Coach Chagay, we're very excited about sponsoring Gangs Club, Coach Gangs Club, and Coach Chagay. And we have 9 We Are Butterfly clubs in North America, and so this will be the 9th one and the only one in Atlanta. The United States, we're really coming on strong in among the women's play. They finished 23rd at the World Championships. They're in the first division. For the men's team, we're not so strong. So we finished 53rd. So that's 3rd division. That's not good for the United States. So we want to focus our energy on sponsoring young players, talents who can make the U.S. team one day. The first step is to try to play, practice hard, have fun, because if you're not having fun, you're not going to improve. But you have to work. If you work hard, have a good time, and get good coaching, play different styles, get tournament experience, and then it's good to play international competition. They have an ITTF Cadet and Junior Open, and that's going to be combined with the U.S. Open this year in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And then in October in Canada, in Toronto, they're going to have another ITTF Junior and Cadet Open. So Cadet means under 15, and Junior would be under 18. So these are very important. You can go to the ITTF site and look at the rankings. And so we're looking to get more players in the top 100. So then top 100 under 15, and then when they move to juniors, top 100, and then under 21, top 100, and then adults. So Ariel Singh and Lily Zhang, they're top 15. I think Lily was top number 2 under 15 in the world. So they both finished at the World Championships last year. They finished in the top 128. That's pretty good for 14 and 15. 128 among adults. So we've seen what can be done among the girls. So we need more girls, and strong girls, and also we need boys as well. But in addition to that, we also want to just encourage, table tennis is a great sport you can play your entire life, and it's a great form of recreation. Not everyone can be world class, but you can set goals and have a great time playing and meeting friends and learning, and this can help you out in life. Also, you can meet people who can help you out, make contacts, and learn social skills. So anyway, we're in North Carolina. It's about a 6-hour drive from here. I live there, and we sell and distribute butterfly all over North America, Canada, and the United States. We sponsor right now about 10 coaches and about 20 players. So now we used to sponsor players of all ages, but now most of our players are 21 and under. So we have a lot of under 18 because we're thinking about the future. So you guys thank you for having me, and this is one of the warmest welcomes I've ever had. And do you have any questions about butterfly? Yes, sir.
How do you get sponsored? Like, what does it take?
That's a good question.
Well, in the United States, the market is not as big. There's not as much equipment sold as in Europe, Germany, and China, and Asia, and Japan and China. So we don't have as big a budget. So right now we can only sponsor about 20 players. So we can only sponsor. You probably will need to be 1 or 2 in your age. So you can go to the USATT website, and there's you can kind of customize, do a filter, and say like I want under 13 male USATT members, and then you can see where you rank on that if you have a USATT rating. So you want, right now it's very tough, you want to be 1 or 2 for your age. Also, you can speak to, but if you're close, it's good. If you're top 10, then speak to Coach Shigang and you can get an application. I can email an application to Coach Shigang and you can fill it out and you submit it to it, and then we'll watch you. So you'll be on our watch list. That means we'll, if we're at tournaments together, you know, we have 15 people who work at our company. So one of us, normally me, but also others, we can watch you play, and our coaches can watch you. I mean, like Coach Shigang will be part of the butterfly coaching team, and so they can also talk with each other, you know, about ways to improve the junior programs, and they can also, other coaches can watch you play and give us feedback. We really want, you know, for sponsoring right now, we're not just doing it to be nice, but we want to develop world-class players. So it's good to get the coaches, you know, to have the coaches watch you. So right now it's tough, 1 or 2 in the country, but if you're top 10, fill out an application. Coach Shigang will give it to us, and then we'll watch you and put you on our watch list. And then another thing we look at is ITTF ranking. So if you're talking under 15, it's tough to get a strong cadet rank, like if you're 10 or 11. But maybe when you're 13 or 14, then you can play. You can be ITTF world rank if you play it. Like if you go to the U.S. Open and play in the ITTF and cadet event. So and it's not. There's no restrictions. You can do that. Also, the one in Canada, and you can see how you do against the best players in the world. But you'll do fine. I mean, some matches will be difficult if you don't have experience. But every time you play in this tournament, you can do better.
Oh, one question.
Yes, sir.
If they are not national team player, they still can play ITTF? I think because I saw the Indian kid they played Canada last year. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we can just double check.
Yeah.
We can double check that, but
I think so.
Because I see
there's a recommendation from the USATT.
Yeah, that's nothing.
You know. This is the first time in the United States they had the ITTF Cadet and Junior Open.
In US Open, right?
Yes, but they have it a lot in Canada. So if you look at the rankings, the cadet rankings on the ITTF, you see a lot of Canadian players, at all levels. So I think it's good. It's just you want to just start and get a ranking, and then you can work on it, try to improve. So did I answer your question?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Any other questions?
Oh, I have one.
Okay.
You said there are 15 people in the company. Is that 15 people like running Butterfly, or is that just like one of the companies? Like
That's just, we're just the distributor, and then, in our distribution center in North Carolina. So, but then you have, but the main Butterfly office is in Tokyo, Japan, and they have hundreds of employees. You also have, there's 4 main, the 4 biggest countries would be Japan, China, Europe, which is Germany, and then Korea. And those, they have larger staffs. But the biggest staff, they have a headquarters in Tokyo, Japan, downtown, and then a couple hours away is the manufacturing facility, and it's a lot of high-tech machines, and it tests the thickness of the rubber. They make the blades, and assemble the rubber, and they've invested a lot, and so it's the highest. I think Butterfly, their strength is quality control. People have confidence in it, so it's very expensive. It's very expensive because it's expensive to produce, and it maybe took 10 years to make Tenergy, just to do the research and development. So they put a lot of money, so that's why it's expensive. Also, they want good quality control. They want every sheet to be the same. So you don't have to get used to a different rubber. And they also, the butterfly rubber is known for lasting a long time. So additionally, though, they also sponsor some of the best players in the world. Jackie and Timo Boll. And they sponsor the tables at the World Championships this year and the balls next year. So they do a lot to try to help grow the sport as well, sponsoring. So that's part of the reason also of I think it's part of the reason of the pricing as well.
Okay.
Anything else? Yes, sir.
How many money do you get?
How much money do I get? Not enough. Not enough. People think I might make money, but it's not easy being in the table tennis business. There's a lot of competition. Other brands. There's so many brands. So Butterfly does have the largest market share. About 50% of the players at the World Championships use Tenergy, and about 60% use Butterfly. So we do have the largest market share, but it's a challenge. I mean, some of the competitors are very aggressive, but what we have is right now we have the best product. On the rubber, Tenergy is the best in the world. Some other rubbers can come close if you add booster, but if you don't add, but even with booster, Tenergy is still, even with that factor, you still see more Tenergy among the top players than any other rubber. So unfortunately, it's $80 a sheet. So it's expensive, but it's very. I think it's the best. The balls, I said, what is it about? I spoke to one of the head people, and he said, what is it about the butterfly ball? He says they go through more selection process. I mean, the manufacturing is the same, it's very close for the different brands, but it's how they select them. So, not all balls are perfectly round, so Butterfly goes through 3 selection process to make sure the balls are perfectly round or close.
Okay, then